my friend. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm here with my friend Heather Garcia.
Hi.
She is a registered dietitian and founder of Guavas and Granadas, and also a native Angelino. Today we're going shopping and gonna do some cooking. First, we're shopping through El Mercadito, which is a big market in East LA that has a big history among the Latino community here. What we're gonna do is we're going to buy all the ingredients we need for chicken mole tacos and also nopales and bring them home and do a little cooking. I feel really lucky that Heather was willing to join us today and show me around something that is really a world away from me, but actually just next door. So join us on our adventure as we take a deep dive and explore and then do some cooking at home.
Cuarto de latte de guayaba. Ajá, y también el mango con chile y limón. Las más pequeñas, como sesame. Ajá, así está bien. Hola, ¿me da como un libra de pechuga de pollo? Muchas gracias. Definitely add that in there.
Yeah.
It's so good. So this would be a balanced meal. We have our masa, which is the carb. We have our protein with the chicken. And then we also have our veggie, which is the nopal. I feel like this is something that was fairly easy to do. I mean, we struggled a little bit with the tortillas, but with the masa, you can just get a tortilla press, and that's usually easier. I wanted to go the more traditional route, so they look more like sopes and did burn my fingers a little bit, but we got it done as much as possible.
Yeah, it's super colorful. I can't wait to try it. Wow. That's a good mole.
Mm-hmm. Depending on how thick the tortilla is, you get more of that mole flavor. But we made them pretty thick, and it was still like the flavors there.
There's a nice
that kick at the end.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice spice, but it's not like super overwhelming.
So we got that mole poblano. We found the sesame seeds. It's not traditional, but I added the granadas, the pomegranates, because that's what I love, and that's part of my business name. So I just like to add that sweetness to it. With the nopales, you can mix it more of like a cold salad with tomatoes. I like that we found everything in the Mercadito. So we were able to find the masa preparada. We were able to find the mole poblano. The chicken breast we got from there as well. The pomegranate seeds and the cactus. And then this one's an ate de guayaba. That's like a candy jelly, and it's made of guayaba. We also have the mango chili here. So all of these we bought from the Mercadito today.
That's guava, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Spanish, it's guayaba.
Guayaba. Mm-hmm.
Guayaba.
Mm-hmm.
Guava.
Guava already sounds like it's in Spanish, huh?
It does. And I've never actually made a tortilla like this from scratch, from what I remember, and especially at home. So that's a really cool experience just to actually see how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You got to experience the dough in its full form. So how was it for you being the first time there? Was it overwhelming?
It was great. You know, I've lived in LA for a long time, but of course, never knowing that was there was pretty eye-opening, you know? Like, that's a cool experience. Yeah, there's like a whole community here that I had no idea. And like, it was only like 15 minutes from home.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it only took us that long to get back.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And it was so fun. I like a market anyways. You know, it reminds me of like going somewhere outside of the country. And so for me, that experience is cool. There's so much to look at and see. Yeah, I mean, for me, it did feel like being in Mexico, you know, which is great.
Did it remind you of your visit to Mexico City?
Yes, yeah, in the sense that when we went to Mexico City, I don't think we went to one of the markets there. We didn't have a chance, but
right.
Even just walking through the park.
The little like street vendors, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Mexico City, it is a little bit more modernized. There's not really like little tienditas everywhere, but you're right. In the park, they'll have the street vendors. So that kind of gives like that more Pueblo vibe. That's why it's a community hub, because it's the flavors, like the authentic flavors that are not really found in many other places. And then on top of that, it's not touristy, right? So it's like where the community goes for their own cultural foods. So I like it. It's something that I've done with my family since we were little, and it's changed. That location has evolved over time, but now it's somewhere that we can still go and enjoy our foods.
Yeah, thank you for showing me around.
I'm excited we went.
Yeah, it's really nice and meaningful, really, to just, to be able to share that experience with you, and like also just learn more about you, you know, like.
I know, how long have we known each other, and more stories come out.
Yeah, it's special. It's like I got to see like, oh, this is like part of what you did a lot growing up, you know. So I kind of want to go back now.
We'll go back.
Yeah.
It's close enough, we can go back.
Yeah, it's a family recipe, you know, and there's something really nice about keeping family recipes alive.
The tortillas were hard to make thin by hand, but I think we did okay. I definitely did a faux pas with using the spatula there, but wasn't gonna touch the the comal all hot.
It's really hot. Yeah.
So, otherwise, it's pretty simple process. We just cooked the chicken, set the oven to 375, left it in there for, it ended up being like, what, 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I asked them for a pound of chicken breast. So that was already off the bone, so it made it easier for us to shred. The masa we made into our tortillas. We put the chicken that was already done. With the mole, it's a paste, so it's a little bit thick. You need to water it down. Some people use chicken broth as well. We just did it very simple, so it was just a little bit of water. Then once that chicken was done, put the chicken back in, and then the nopales were just grilled. So the reason why I coated it with salt in the beginning was to draw out some of that moisture that you might have seen come out later.
On the cactus?
Yeah. So that's why we kind of had to pat it down before putting it on the grill, which the grill still kind of got a little bit sticky. But when we finished, I put some more salt on it because the salt that I originally coated it with was mostly to draw out that moisture. So a lot of it was taken off when I patted it down. So then seasoning it, putting some more salt, some lemon, that kind of gives it just like another little kick.
The lemon is really nice on it, and you can like taste the salty flavor through it. It's really satisfying. It was really fun. So basically try this for the first time, essentially. I've had mole, and I think I might have made chicken mole once before when I went to Oaxaca. But yeah, it's
I'm
nice.
sure you've had mole in Oaxaca.
Yeah, I mean, I ate a ton of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I cooked it, and I definitely brought like the seasonings back, but it's nice to actually see how easy it was at home.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't really that hard.
Because pretty much everything was done. The masa was already cooked. The mole was already done. So it's really just about assembling, like putting it all together.
I just want to up my game on making those tortillas really
We
thick.
both need practice on that. I was very tempted to buy a tortilla press, but I'm like, no, we're gonna do it the way my Tiana showed me, so we're gonna try.
It looks easy, but it is way harder than it looks.
Put you to work on that.
Yeah. You can do that for hours. For hours.